Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to our presentation. We are from Group 4. So today we will explain about interacting and empathizing with others, communication across cultures, and understanding how cultures influences what people do or do not say to express cultural values such as politeness. So before that, let me introduce our group. The first is me, Suci Hafizah, as moderator and the last presenter, and Raini Septianingsih as the first presenter, and Normayani as the second presenter. So without any time, let's me giving time to Raini Septianingsih.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Reni Septianingsih and I will explain the material about interacting and empathizing with others, communicate across cultures. So, interacting and empathizing with others, especially across cultures, is crucial for fostering understanding, building relationships, and navigating diverse social environments. Effective communication across cultures requires sensitivity, empathy, and adaptability. So, here are some key strategies for interacting and empathizing with others and communicating across cultures. The first is cultivate empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings and perspective of others. Cultivate empathy by actively listening to others, putting yourself in their shoes, and considering their experiences, emotions, and perspective. So, empathy forms the foundation for meaningful interpersonal connection and effective communication. The second is practice active learning. So this involves fully concentrating on understanding their message and responding thoughtfully. Pay attention to both verbal and non-verbal cues such as tone of voice, body language, and facial expressions. The third is be open-minded. Approach intercultural interaction with an open mind and a willingness to learn from others. The next is respect culture differences. Respect culture differences in communication style, social norms, and values. Be mindful of cultural difference in greeting, gestures, personal space, and hierarchy. The next is clarify and confirm understanding. In cross-cultural communication, misunderstanding can arise due to differences in language or cultural interpretation. The next is use plain language and avoid jargon. When communicating across cultures, use plain language and avoid complex vocabulary, idioms, or jargon that might be unfamiliar to the other persons. Choose words and phrases that are clear, simple, and easy to understand and provide explanation or examples as needed to ensure clarity. The next is adapt communication style. Adapt your communication style to fit the cultural preferences and norms of the person or group you're interacting with. Consider factors such as our directness, formality, hierarchy, and nonverbal communication cues. The next is build trust and rapport. Build trust and rapport by showing genuine interest, respect, and empathy towards others. Find common ground and shared interests to establish connection and foster mutual understanding. The next is practice cultural sensitivity. Practice cultural sensitivity by being aware of and respectful towards culture's differences and avoiding behaviors or comments that might be perceived as insensitive or offensive. And the last is seek feedback and learn. Seek feedback from others, especially from individuals from different cultural backgrounds, to understand how your communication style and behavior are perceived. That's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, my name is Normayani and I will continue to present the next material about these presentations. So, understanding how culture influences what people do or what people do not say to express their cultural values. We can get a sample such as like politeness. Understanding this is very essential for us to understand what is effective for cross-cultural communications. Cultural communications shapes individuals' communication styles, social norms, and expressions of politeness in various contexts. So, here are some key considerations for understanding how culture influences verbal and non-verbal communications. The first one is about cultural norms of politeness. We have different cultures that distinct norms of politeness that govern social interactions and communications. These norms dictate what is considered polite or impolite behavior in given cultural context. For example, some cultures prioritize directness and assertiveness in communications, while others value indirectness and harmony. So the next, language and linguistic politeness. Language reflects cultural norms of politeness through linguistic features such as honorifics, formalities, politeness, and speech registers. For instance, language like Japanese and Korean have complex systems of honorifics to express respect and social hierarchy, while languages like English and Spanish use linguistic politeness strategies such as like please, thank you, and differential forms of addresses. The next, indirect communications. In some cultures, indirect communication is preferred as a polite way to convey messages, express disagreements, or make a request. Indirect communications may involve using hints, implications, or nonverbal cues to convey meaning rather than stating opinions or desires explicitly. Now, understanding indirect communications requires sensitivity to cultural context and interpreting implicit meanings. Okay, the next, face and face threatening acts. The concept of face refers to individuals' public image, self-esteem, and social identity. In many cultures, preserving face and avoiding face-threatening acts, or VTA, face-threatening acts, are central of politeness. Our face-saving strategies may include using euphemism, softening criticism, or providing excuses to maintain harmony and save face in social interactions. So that's all from me.
Okay, the next is cultural variations in politeness. Cultural variations in politeness norm can lead to misunderstanding or misinterpretations in cross-cultural communications. What is considered polite behavior in one culture may be perceived as rude or offensive in another culture. For example, directness in communication may be valued in Western cultures but seen as confrontational in Eastern cultures. The sixth is cultural context and situational factors. Cultural norms of politeness are influenced by cultural context and situational factors such as age, gender, social status, and relationship dynamics. Understanding the cultural context and social structures helps individuals navigate appropriate form of politeness and adapt their communication style accordingly. Seventh is cross-cultural communication competence. Developing cross-cultural communications competence involves understanding and navigating cultural differences in politeness norms with sensitivity, respect, and adaptability. It requires active listening, empathy, and awareness of cultural context to effectively communicate across cultural while honoring diverse expressions of politeness. H is learning and cultural sensitivity. Cultivating cultural sensitivity and continuous learning about different cultural perspectives on politeness are essential for building successful cross-cultural relationships. By actively seeking to understand how cultural influences, communication patterns, and expressions of politeness, individuals can bridge cultural divides of foster mutual respect and understanding. So guys, that's all from our material, and we can conclude by practicing empathy, active listening, respect for cultural differences, and adaptability in communications. Individuals can effectively interact and communicate across cultural, foster meaningful connections, and promote intercultural understanding and cooperation. Culture profoundly influences how people express politeness and navigate social interaction through verbal and nonverbal communication. By recognizing and understanding cultural variations in politeness norms, individuals can navigate cross-cultural communication with sensitivity, respect, and effectiveness. That's all from our group. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.